Hey tankers, Bonsai Duck here. Hey, just wanted to do a quick, in my opinion, of Battle Pass Season 4. I know I had said I was going to do this, and it's going to be a little, there's a lot more stuff in here that I think that we need to kind of think about. Not that we can change anything, this is the way it's going to happen, but it will maybe change the way that you approach this. So, and then again, it might not. But it's my opinion, so we're going to go with it. We're going to watch the video, and then we'll go through sections of it, and stop it, and I'll give you my ideas. And then there's some things that I found in the verbiage on the website that might be kind of interesting to some people. So, first off, Battle Pass starts on March 14th and runs through June 15th this year. All right, so that's 3 months. There are 3 chapters. Each chapter consisting of 50 sections, all right? You need 50 points to complete a section. So you do the math, but that's 150 sections, all right? And you can get points from all sorts of different modes and aspects of the game in this new Battle Pass. So we'll go through that, and we'll go through the video. So without any further ado, let's start the video.
Greetings, tankers. I'm launching Season 4 of Battle Pass, and there are a whole host of new features to look forward to. The new season starts on March 15. It consists of 3 chapters. At the end of each chapter, you'll get a particular character. You already know 2 of them, Vasily Badaev and George Barton. The new hero is the Chinese tanker, Shan Lin.
So, if you already have Vasily or George Barton, do you get them again on top of getting Shanling? Shanling? I don't know how you pronounce that. So that's a question I have. I don't know if anybody has the answer to that.
This time the commanders are taking part in an international military operation. That's why, when you get them, you will be able to select not only their specialization, but also their nation, so that you can assign them to any vehicle. As before, these are experienced tankers. Each of them comes with brothers-in-arms trained as a 0 perk, and also enough experience to train 2 more skills or perks. At the start of each chapter, you'll be able to select one of 3 progressive styles. The Welsh Blues for the T110E3, Icebreaker for the 1-to-1, and Polar Bear for the Object 705A. You will receive the initial version of the style. But the more stages you complete, the higher the style level will be. You will get the final look of the style when you complete the whole chapter. And if you don't have enough time, you can purchase the levels of the progression style once the season has ended.
Okay, so you'll start getting the different styles at the beginning of each chapter, and then you'll progress as you progress through. You'll get the completion of the style, or you can go buy it if you so desire.
Each chapter consists of 50 stages. You need 50 points to complete one stage. This year, you can earn points not only in random battles, but also in other modes: Steel Hunter, Frontline, and Ranked battles.
Okay, so you can do it in random battles, you can do it in Steel Hunter, Frontline, and Ranked battles. The only time that you can't get any Battle Pass points is if you're playing Grand battles. So if you're playing Tier 10s, make sure you get in there and turn off Grand battles. I happen to like Grand battles, so I'll have to turn that off.
Each mode will have its own rules for crediting points. These rules will be available in the publications and mode announcements on the website. It will work the same as in previous random battles. Earn points in the vehicles from Tier 6 to Tier 10 in all types of random battles except for Grand battles. Points are credited for your contribution in battle. The top 3 players by XP on the winning team receive 7 points. The tankers in positions 4 to 10 each get 5 points. If you lose or draw, you'll receive 5 points for being among the top 3, and 3 points for being among the top 10. Players who are in spots 11 to 15 on either team will neither receive nor lose any points. At the same time, key vehicles bring additional points. The Object 705A brings 1 extra point if you're among the top 10. The T110E3 brings 3 extra points if you're among the top 3 players by earned XP, regardless of the battle outcome. The 121 brings 9 points for getting into the top 3, 7 points if you're in spots 4 or 5, and 5 points for places 6 to 10 in a winning battle.
Okay, so I'm not sure if that was the same in the original battle passes, and I don't believe it might have been, but I'm not sure. But why is there such a difference between the 3 of them? A heavy tank, a TD, and a medium, right? And the medium gets obviously more ability to get you points based upon how you end up in the game, whereas both the heavy and the TD can get you different points, but in the same brackets, right?
It also brings 7 points for being among the top 3, 5 points for places 4 or 5, and 3 points if you're in spots 6 to 10 in cases of defeat or draw. You will also get Battle Pass points for completing daily missions. You'll need to play in several vehicles to complete the entire season. Each vehicle, apart from the Steel Hunter vehicles, has its own point limit. These points are shared between random battles and ranked battles. The higher the vehicle tier, the greater the limit.
So a point to note. So each vehicle has a max set of points, right? So let's just take my E50M, right? So if I play that in random battles and I earn, say, 400 points throughout random battles, and then ranked battles starts up, right? And I decide, okay, I want to play it in ranked battles, and I do good and I keep going, I can only get 300 more points, because at that time, that vehicle will have reached its 700-point limit, which means, now, I guess the question is that per stage? So it resets after the first stage, resets after the second stage, or is that for the season? Maybe I missed that, but if anybody has that idea or that knows that knowledge, please let us know in the comments. If it resets after each stage, cool. If it's for the whole season, that sucks. Also, how does that affect Frontline? Okay, because Frontline, you're playing tier 8s, right? And if a tier 8 vehicle only has a 400-point limit, all right, and you're cruising along and Battle Pass playing your tier 8s, grinding credits, because you just paid a bunch of credits for something in black market that you didn't really need. Anyway, you're grinding credits, you're getting Battle Pass points, and then Frontlines comes along and you can't get any points for, say, the Progetto or whatever tanks are more common, like the wheeled vehicles, the Barask, the Progetto, those type of tanks that are more common in Frontlines. You've already maxed out your 400 points. Does if you're playing in a Frontline, does that change something? They said you're going to get this in Frontlines, but they don't tell you any information on it. All right, but they do tell you in Battle Pass, or I'm sorry, not Battle Pass, but in Steel Hunter, since those vehicles don't exist in your garage, they're not real for your random battles. It's unlimited. It's totally unlimited.
Once you've earned the maximum number of points in a certain vehicle, you'll receive additional points on top. You will receive base and improved rewards for completing the Battle Pass stages. Days of World of Tanks, premium account credits, personal reserves, bonds, directives, decals, garage slots, crew books and blueprint fragments, 2D styles, and also standard and bounty equipment. As before, you'll be able to choose a piece of standard or bounty equipment yourself. The list of equipment has expanded. There's the new bounty aiming. That will reduce the aiming circle by 8% once upgraded.
Okay, so now you get the bounty equipment. They don't want to give you the bond equipment, but they'll give you bounty equipment. And if you spend the $3 million, you can upgrade that. I don't think it's as good as bond equipment, but it's better than the standard equipment. It's better than just the base bounty equipment.
In the new season, you'll also be able to select a nation for the blueprint fragments and crew books.
Now that was interesting. Okay, so now when you get your crew books or your blueprint fragments, you can select what nation you want those for. So if you're like me, who I need more in my French line, maybe blueprints or some crew skills and stuff like that on my French line, I can select those and get those, as opposed to, say, getting them for my Czech line, which I've got all the tanks and don't need any blueprints, and I have my crews already built out in the Czech line.
There's also a new reward for Battle Pass: tokens. They will replace the tokens that were awarded last year in Expedition. Exchange tokens in the in-game shop for reward bundles and unique vehicles.
Okay, so there's a lot of angst about these tokens, and we're going to explain a little bit more here, so just make sure you pay attention.
Familiar tanks from last year's Expedition. The low-silhouette Soviet Object 777 version 2 heavy tank. The French Harfouture 4 medium tank with a 4-shell autoloader. And the versatile American AE Phase 1 heavy tank. All these tanks feature free embedded large repair kit. And also 2 new Tier 9 vehicles, the quick-firing Soviet K-91 PT tank destroyer and the German Kunz Panzer medium tank with siege mode. In Season 4, you can get 18 tokens, 9 as base rewards and 9 as improved rewards.
Okay, 9 as base rewards and 9 as improved rewards. So here's the improved battle pass, right? They're now bringing that into play.
To get the improved rewards, you'll need the improved pass, which you can purchase for gold for each separate chapter. Or you can purchase it for real money for the whole season as a part of one of 2 bundles. But if you purchase the improved pass for at least one chapter, the bundles will no longer be available.
Okay, so like last season, like last year, I should say, you could purchase the improved for each stage that we went through. And it looks like this year they have it listed on this video as 2,500. So for 7,500 gold, I can purchase the improved battle pass for each section, each stage, each chapter. Jesus, get the right wording down. Or I can break out my credit card and purchase it for all chapters. All right. Either way, it nullifies the other one.
With the improved pass, you will also be able to purchase the required number of stages from the first day of Battle Pass.
Okay, so that I'm assuming, all right, this is an assumption, that for 6,250, all right, at the beginning of each chapter, all right, I can purchase the first 25 stages. All right, so by purchasing progression stages, you'll be instantly received all rewards for each purchase stage. All right, now granted, I think after that you can purchase the individual stages for 250 gold or something to that effect. But just off the top of my head, and just quickly looking at this and doing the math, for 7,500 gold, I can get all the pre, right? Then if I want to purchase 25 for each one of the stages, all totaled for 26,250, I can get the first 25 of each chapter and get the improved battle pass. So if you're sitting on a ton of gold, that might be worth it. Save you a little bit of grinding time and get the extra rewards. But it also was going to help you get the extra tokens, all right? Because remember what he said, you get 9 tokens for just being the free-to-play, all right? And if you want, that's 9 in the season, all right? And if you want the other 9, so that at the end of this first season, or these first 3 stages, if you want the other 9, you have to have the improved battle pass. Now, there is a little caveat, and we'll go over that later, but they kind of reference that in the verbiage on the website.
Pass. Prepare your tanks for battle. Good luck on the battlefield.
Okay, so like I said, they kind of reference it a little bit further down, and we'll kind of scroll down there and get into this, because the tokens are what's causing people a lot of angst, okay? Because what if you've built this paywall, okay? So in order to get the 2 new tanks, you got to have more than 9 tokens, which means you at some point in time have had to have the paywall based upon what the video says, right? You would have had to pay to get those extra tokens, those extra, 3 or 6 tokens, or 9 tokens. I'm sorry, 6 or 9 tokens. So, what's up with that? So I was kind of scrolling through here and kind of reading. A total of 18 tokens can be earned in Season 4, 9 tokens among the base rewards and 9 more tokens among the improved rewards. You will be able to play your favorite game modes at your own pace, managing your time and collecting tokens. So does that mean you get extra tokens inside the other modes like Steel Hunter and Frontlines? Because if that's the case, then this really isn't there. It kind of nullifies the paywall. If those tokens aren't available in those other 2 modes, then the paywall is standing as it is right now. Tokens can throughout the year. At your own pace, managing your own time, collecting tokens throughout the year to exchange for valuable rewards. The items for tokens section of the in-game store will open up on March 15th after the start of Season 4 and will close on December 19th of 2021. So that tells you that there's obviously something after June 15th that is going to allow you to collect tokens, because why have it open until December 19th if you were only going to be able to do this, right? So there's got to be something else in there. They can't have this pure paywall to do it. You can purchase in-game items for tokens until the specified date. Important, after the end of Season 4, the tokens that you have earned will not be lost. They will be accumulated throughout the year in what we don't know, and you can spend them in upcoming seasons of Battle Pass. Okay, so if you don't get the 9 and you still want you didn't want the AE Phase 1 or the Char or the 777, I guess you can save them and use them for other things, and maybe get a chance next year to increase your tokens again. When the items for tokens section is closed, all unspent tokens will be converted to bonds at a rate of 1 for 100. Okay, wait a minute. So now you said you're going to close it on December 19th, but here you said they won't be lost. They can accumulate throughout the year, and you can spend them in upcoming seasons of Battle Pass. So there's that. Okay, I misunderstood. So that automatically tells me that after this season of Battle Pass, there's going to be another season. Or Season 4 is going to be the whole year. But after these 3 chapters, there's going to be 3 more chapters. So maybe that negates the paywall. All right? Maybe that does. And all the angst is for nothing. Okay? But regardless, after December 19th, though, anything you have left over will be traded 1 token for 100 bonds. The improved, each battle pass has 2 reward tracks, base rewards and improved rewards. The base rewards track contains plenty of goodies and you can obtain for free, but if you want even more, you can get the improved. You can purchase the improved for each chapter for 2,500. Okay, so now that's 2,500, 7,500, all right? The only thing that it doesn't say in here that I haven't found yet, let's see, maybe down here. Let's see. No, but it doesn't tell you that. It doesn't say, can you buy the first 25 stages of each chapter for a set amount of gold. All right. It says that you, well, hang on now. One of the 2 bundles available will include a gold allowance for 30 days. After purchasing this bundle, you will receive 250 gold daily as long as you log in to the game client and play a battle. All right. So one of those, you can get the 7,500 gold. Basically, I think that's what it calculates out to. As long as you logged in every day for 30 days and played a battle every day for 30 days. If you don't, you miss that day, you don't get that gold. It's not 30 days of your choice. It's 30 days from day 1. Boom. All right. But it still doesn't say anything about being able to purchase. If you have improved Battle Pass, you will also be able to purchase any number of progression stages so that you won't need to earn points. Now, you can purchase stages at any time starting from the beginning of Battle Pass, but only within the chapter for which the improved pass was purchased. Okay, so I guess that does say that I can buy the first 25 stages per chapter, because as long as I buy the improved battle pass for that chapter, I can buy the first 25 stages, all right, at any time during that chapter. If you purchase improved battle pass for real money the entire season, you will be able to purchase stages at any time for any chapter. Okay, does it make sense? So there's a lot of angst about the paywall, but I think they've kind of covered themselves in some of this by not telling us what they're going to do to allow us to earn these tokens to get these 18 tokens. Because really, I have the AE Phase 1. I have the Char for sure. I'm not interested in the 777. I'm more interested in the K91 or the Conspanzer with the siege mode. Those are the two that I'm interested in, right? So it looks like if I want to spend the gold, I can do it in the first 3 months of the season, and then just collect the other tokens for other crap throughout the rest of the year. I'm sitting on a ton of gold. I can afford it, but for the free to play player, you have to have that ability. So that needs to be clarified a little bit more. The other thing that needs to be clarified is how does this affect the points ratio in Frontlines, or is Frontlines just simply going to be tokens galore? I don't know. They need to tell us what they're going to do for Frontlines. It is definitely, in my opinion, geared towards pushing you to play Steel Hunter, simply because of the amount of coin or points that you can get in Steel Hunter. Let's get back up here. Blah 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 blah. Here we go. So in here they do some calculating. Where's that at? I can't find it at the moment. But as far as Steel Hunter goes, you can, if you were to max out your play in Steel Hunter, all right, you could feasibly get through the first 60 some stages of the game of the mode with Steel Hunter. Here it is. Let's see. The widget does not include points that you can earn playing Steel Hunter in 2021. There will be 4 launches of this game mode, so 4 different seasons of Steel Hunter. For example, for completing 2 battle missions available, because there's daily missions in Steel Hunter you can get too, in the mode, you can earn up to 1,120 points per season of Steel Hunter. And for getting into the top 10 after a battle, that's another 2,000 points per season. If you play the total of 100 battles in Steel Hunter in 3 months, as a result, after playing 100 battles in Steel Hunter, you can complete up to 62 battle pass stages. All right, so it's really designed to force you to play the Steel Hunter, which I find is just an annoying mode, and I don't want to play it at all, but it's really pushing you towards that. So anyway, I hope that kind of clarifies a little bit. It makes it as clear as mud, probably. And we all know wargaming has the ability to change anything at any given time, and then rewrite the website, and everybody goes, but I know it said this, and that's not there anymore. But I do hope that they don't use this paywall process that they're looking at right now. So anyway, that is Battle Pass Season 4. If you liked the video, hit the like button. Keep those videos coming. I greatly appreciate it. Please remember to hit the subscribe button. This is Bonsai Duck out.